Hey guys, momentaijankguy here, bringing you another One Piece versus video. So it's gonna be me on the right playing Doflamingo, and then my friend on the left playing Blue Yellow Ace. So I don't really know the matchup too well. I've only played against it like twice, but I mean it's yellow and it's blue. Very very good color combination. And so he went first. No, I went first. I went first. No opening Corona, which is super unfortunate. So, and I pissed up. I don't know if you guys will be here, but I pissed up because we made a deal for like a regular alt. So he goes and plays a flambe after to his life to draw a card because he's trying to get to 2 life as soon as he can. That way, all his effects are alive. So he can use the Rush Ace. He can use the new Egghead Luffy, the one that pops 4 costs or less, and he needs to draw a card. It's very very insane. He had Dawn and he didn't have sleeves, so I just handed him some sleeves Dawn really quick just so like it looks a lot better. So he plays a Garp, and as you can see right there, he asked the 5-drop Luffy from the I think the 3 Brothers structure deck. So I go for 3. I was debating about like blind stopping to get a body out, and the top card was a crocodile. So if I did blind it, I would have been fine. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna draw for the next 5 turns because I kept everything on top. Because my hand did have the word. It had a Jinbei, which is really good. So I can go Jinbei, play. For some reason, I kept thinking I was in combos. I can combo something that way. I can go Jinbei to get Moria and see adding card back to my hand, so it's basically free. So just debating how to order it. So I was overthinking it just a little bit. And I do apologize for the video. The video's going to be it was a pretty long game. I didn't realize that the game was about 25 minutes. But it's a I would say it's a very very good game. So of course he takes the hit. He goes straight to 2. So now all his effects are live. So I pass the turn. He draws. I think he attaches 2 down to the Ace of the top 5 for a 5-cost card to put on top of his life. And I believe he whips on this. Yep, he does not get to add anything in life. So that's 10 cards that he already searched. So he goes 7 into my leader. This is where I was debating about taking it. I'm countering it, but I think I just take the hit here. I feel like I should have blocked it just like to be like a bit more defensive and then just add it back with Moria. I think it would have been fine. He then plays another Garp to add another quantity. I believe that is the Kid Ace. Yeah, because Kid Ace, I think I forgot he has the red shirt, and then the Kid Luffy he still has straw hat. So he plays another Garp. And he's just adding more cards. So the fact that he only had 3 Garps, I was really worried that he was just gonna start playing like 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5. I was like, that's a lot of pressure. Because if I do block, that's 1 card per block. So passes the turn. I draw, get my Dawn. So I decide not to do the leader steal just because I'm going to do the Jinbei play. Just to go a bit wide, that way I can apply some like more pressure. And I believe he dropped 2 of the 5-drop Luffys. Yeah, so I go Jinbei into Weevil just to draw a card, and I pass the turn after because I'm tapped out. So he draws for turn, gets his Dawn ready, and then he plays a card that throws me off. So first he does the leader skill for Ace, of course. This is just a really good card. Look at the top 5, you just put something in there, then basically like you get like a flop play again. You can basically draw 2 cards for 3 on essentially. Sort of like the Funky Seaboss. And puts the Egghead Luffy. So he pays 2 for the kid Luffy, plays a Luffy, and he's at 2 lives, so he can immediately do the kill. So he kills the Weevil, so I already lose my body, but which is fine-ish, because I still do have a 5k body. And this is the card that threw me off. He said, wait. He's like, I'm gonna look at your life and rearrange it. I was like, what you mean? And I completely forgot about this Viola. I should honestly probably pick them up. Just for like secret decks for like the Nico Robin, purple yellow deck that has built-in banish. I'm really excited for that. And so I'm like, oh my god, this guy's getting more information than I am. And so he's gonna rearrange my life. And I'm just like, I hope my life is good because I don't like this at all. So he rearranges it like that. And his leader is 9k, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna take the hit. This is not, that's gonna be 3 cards out of my hand. Which I didn't want to try to give up right now, just because I did have bodies in hand. And I had a lot of 2k counters in my hand. Which is sometimes good, but also at the same time it can also be really bad. So I take the hit, and he stacks a what's the word? A red rock on top, and so I completely did not notice that Viola is a blocker, and I really wish that I bottom decked it now. But again, I didn't bottom deck the Viola because 1, she was a Zote, aside from me forgetting that she's a blocker, and I was more scared of the Garp because I was like, oh, the fact that Garp is 2k bodies, you can just attach 3 down and go 5/5, like I said earlier, and I didn't want to have to deal with that, having to like drop 1 hand each time. 1 card in hand each time. So I proceeded to just play a Weevil, and I believe the next card I'm going to play off the leader skill is going to be a Doffy, so I can rearrange. And there it is, there's the top 5 cards. Like my board presence is like, it looks fine, but it was pretty horrendous in my hand because, like I said, my hand just had a bunch of DC counters, and I was debating about just like putting this bottom because I'm like, I'm not seeing anything right now. I need to see gravity blades. I need to see
You're 7. Go ahead.
not boas, but I was hoping to see a Kaido.
I wanted to remind you too, but I'm like, the dice is there. I'll see.
So he goes. He has a bunch of cards in his hand, and I think the last turn too, I was debating about putting, but I was like, I think I should wait a little bit because they usually take some hits and lives. You can add a 3 card to his hand, and that way I just like damage his hand even more. Attach 2 down again. Does the ace skill top 5, and I don't believe he whips anymore after that. The first one he did. Plays the ace, and I was just like, that's like the bait of my existence right there. Because the ace is a 5/7, and it's very annoying because the fact that it's a 7k like base, and this rush is just like, that's at least 2 cards out of your hand minimum to try to stop it if they don't attach it on. So plays the kid ace, plays the big ace from life. The leader gets plus 2k to the end of my turn. And that's another annoying part. It's sort of like reverse Karasu from like the Revolutionary Army to Double Betty, where instead of losing 2k, you're getting 2k. So it's sort of like the same thing. It's like my characters and leaders are minus 2,000 power. So it goes to swing 8 at leader, so I just dropped 2 2ks. 2 out of 9. And he swings a 9 at leader, and I was just like, oof, that's few more cards, I'm just gonna take the hit. And he's like, and he knew what my life was. I did it, so he wasn't really worried too much. he didn't place a Sanji's peel off, which he did throw me off. I was like, Sanji's peel off, and I was like, hey, it's drawing 2 cards is a good pot, it's a good card. Sanji's peel off is a great card. So I play 4. I played pudding because I'm like, okay, good, perfect. He threw 2 cards off of Sanji's peel off. I'm gonna pudding him, and hopefully I can ruin his hand and his hand make his hand apparently make his hand worse. But apparently his hand wasn't that great to begin with. So this pudding might. I got worried. I was like, I hope this pudding doesn't actually help him now.
Yeah, you're talking about the whole deck already. That's crazy.
I think I have about 5 or 6 cards in my hand right now. I think there's a red rock in my hand, but I don't think I ever found a place to like. No, there was not a red rock in my hand, because if not, I think I would have used it on the ace. Cut his deck, he's gonna draw his 5. I believe I still have 4 done up. 4 or 5. 5, because I went first, so I'm on the odd curve for Don. So I swing, do Doppy skill, play the Weevil, replace the pudding, draw a card, so it's really nice. So I do have a lot of pressure on my board, but the fact that this leader is 9k, which means like I said, they're minus 2k power basically. So like I can't even like attempt this in security light at leaders unless I attack 2 dons or like everybody. And that right there is why I wish I bottom decked the Viola, because he just freely blocked the ace. So if I try to go 8 into his 7, and it did not work out. So he's at 10 Dawn, and I don't really know the deck list for the blue yellow ace, but I do not believe they go high end. I think their arches like early and mid game, and that's it. Mid game, just because like the ace allows you to apply so much pressure. The Luffy get the free boost for adding life to your hand, and making the leader 9k just makes it really annoying. So they don't really have a reason, I believe, to from what I know for myself. To go high end. I was really worried that he had the 10 drop ace. So I'm like, oh, 10 drop ace. If this is the deck, because if he's at 1 life, he gets for 10, he gets to recover and swing immediately, which is not fun. So he big brain with the Hiroi. He played it at a park, stacked the life, did the kid ace, played the big ace. Now I got there was 2 7k bodies now. On top of his leader already being 9k. Yeah, he was also really excited to finally finish his deck, because I believe ace is his favorite character. Because he used to play red ace, which is also very annoying, but it's also like just very aggressive because it's red. And so I actually wanted to record a game, and he said yeah. So like, I'm really glad, and I'm really happy that the game is not like one-sided, as you guys can tell. So he goes 8 into the Weevil. It's only 2 cards to block, 2 2Ks. Because I believe he only has about like 2 or 3 cards in his hand. I blocked it. There was the Doffy, just like a piece of cards. And he was 8 to get into the Weevil. No, 9 is time. 9. So I dropped 2 2Ks to go to 10, because thank God he's a 6K. And he goes 9 to get into the Weevil, and I just drop my hand basically. I'm just like I need to keep my board present, because I need to try to get rid of the aces. The aces are right now his bread and butter, and he's just like every turn he's gonna go like 9. And so I was like, okay, I need to keep the Weevil up. That way I can attack 2 dons, so I can go 8 to 7, 8 to 7, 8 to 7. which guarantees at least one card of the hand, which is a 2K. Now he can wait to 2K, so if he doesn't have that at 2K, he would have to wait 2 cards for an 8K swing to a 7 swing. I'm just trying to think of like what to do. My hand is like my hand's not the greatest. It's just more 2K counters in hand. And right now I was like, I cannot swing at life. If I swing at life, I lose the game automatically because he is going to have those aces on the board. And thankfully they both just died because I believe I went 9-9 into them. So I swing at leader. I blind it because I do not remember. And I do whiff. It is a Corona, and I was just like, oof. I really wish I didn't whiff. So I go 7 into his 7. He boxes the 2K, which is good. So he did have the 2K if I could go 8 into the ace, the rush ace. So I'm glad I did 9-9. Draw for turn. I believe he has 3 cards in his hand. I also have 3 cards in my hand. Naslam Bay and those 2 guards is just chilling there the entire game. I think Ace is a good deck. Ace and the Black Yellow Luffy obviously is a very good deck. I think the worst one out of the bunch is probably Sabo. I honestly don't even know what he does. But I think just Ace and Luffy are just super strong. Because I know some lists do run Sabos, but I know a lot don't run it just because they don't like the fact that you have to like get rid of a life and to pop a 5K, 5 cost of life. If it added it to your hand instead, I think that would be much better. But at the same time, I think that might have been a little too good. So hey, I'm gonna pop your card, but I'm also gonna draw a card because I get that across my life. And so here I was thinking, I was like, do I have another turn after this? Do I try to push out for games? But I was like, no, the numbers have to be correct. And so I just swing into the to his life for 1. And he hits a red rock and bottom decks my Jinbei. And I was just like, that is not pleasant. And my hand, there's nothing good to play. Because again, like I said, I was terrified of those guys because they were just sitting there the entire time. I was like, where are my Raging Tigers? Where is my other removal? Where is anything? Please, I just need something. So I proceed just to put all the dot onto Doffy. And I do Doffy, and I whiff again. And it's a boa. And I was just like, gosh, why did it whiff again? Because I believe I went I think 11 or 10 into the ace. So he is at 1 life right now. He didn't play his Nether's Punch, just peel off. I'm like, oh no, he's getting more fun. He's gonna get more answers. So when you see a Sanjis peel off in a deck that is a Nami, it's pretty scary. Especially in a deck that doesn't play a high curve that I know of for his build. It's terrifying because like, okay, I paid 3, I drew 2, I can still do a cajillion things. And I also think this entire game, I was like, I haven't seen another Doffy blocker. I'm like, I've only seen the one, and I've recycled it once already. And I'm just trying to think, like, what can I do? Like, where is it at? And then he attacks leader into the Weevil. Unfortunately, I did not want to like risk my hand to try to stop it because again, I was like, oh, he's just gonna attach it onto the little wings and just like run into it more. So that Perona has been there the entire game, and that Flambe has been there the entire game.
Pass. You're doing yellow things.
So he puts himself back to 2 life with the Heroe. And so I draw a Gecko. I go Gecko into adding back the Doflamingo. So I'm like, I need to establish a blocker, and I need to stack my deck to see what's going to happen. What can I draw?
That's where they're at.
And so in this, you can't really tell, but in the top 5 were 2 Raging Tigers. I think another 2K counter and like 2 other cards. And I forgot what the last 2 were, but I was like, oh wow, no wonder why I haven't seen them, because they're like just chilling together on like the middle of the deck. So he takes the hit, and he's like, he just restacked the Luffy, and he just kills my blocker, and I'm just like, gosh dang it.
Cards in hand? Fine. I saw every 2K in existence.
I believe there's about like 6 or 5K of counter in my hand. He just attaches 4 to the leader, and for 10, I'm like, I think I have to take the hit.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry about that. I was playing some Digimon cards. So I take the hit, and it's another Doflamingo, and then my friend was like, was that the other Doffy? That was the other Doffy, right? And I was like, yes, because you knew what it was. And so my friend who works for the shop, he was just like looking and just seeing what was going on. So I do apologize for that. So I thought he whipped again, but apparently the Ace skill is optional. And he red rocks my deck more, and I was like, gosh dang, this guy is drawing everything.
It wasn't a whip. Oh, I just had nothing else to do. I just wanted to see what was up there.
And so right here, I was like, I need to do map correctly in order for me to win. And
I think I know what that
the only thing I can do is either I swing 8 with Corona and 9 with Doffy, or 8 with Doffy and 9 with Corona. And for the entire time, I was thinking, how do I do this? Because if not, I'm not going to get another turn. And so I do apologize here for just like over how I wouldn't call it overthinking. It's because these 2 attacks are super crucial. That's why. So I separate the Dawn, and so again, I'm just trying to figure it out. He has 3 cards in hand, and I was like, okay, do me some math. Max he can have is 2, 4, 6 in his hand, or if he runs the 0 event option, he still has only 4 to 5K, because the 0 cost option is trash a card, get +3 power, and then if he has 2K, it's +5. So assuming 6K was my case scenario.
Am I stopping it?
I was like, I have to hope. I was hoping like maybe he drew like an ace, but I at the same time I was like, if he drew an ace, he would. He would have paid it. He would have played it for 5. It's shove out the Dawn and just swing in my life.
Because you're either hard playing some blockers and hoping for the best, or you're just getting blown out.
So basically here was just a number scheme. So I attached 4 onto the Doffy because I'm like, okay, I think maybe 9 is a good number for the Doffy, because I'm like, if he does have 2K counters in his hand, he'll be able to stop the attacks. And at that point, I just lose the game because I can't finish him. And then I attached the rest for 8, and he has exactly 4K in his hand. And I was just like, no.
Oh my god!
And so basically after I lost, I passed the turn. I mean, he has low cards in hand, aside from the ones he just drew right now. And so if I swung the other way around, 8 Doxy and 9 Corona, I got it. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed that. And see you guys next time.